What is up, Twitch? I'm doing my first real life, out in real life, IRL, out in the streets. So I'm actually gonna test, I'm gonna check on this, make sure we're actually live. I tried with the Twitch app originally, and yeah, all right, wow, works real well. Let me check one more thing while we're at it. The Twitch app didn't work. If you've seen my streams before, I was hoping this Streamlabs thing should be on there. It says, oh, they're downloading. Okay. I'll check on that in a minute. Yeah, I was using the Twitch app originally, and I'm out on the streets. There's trash everywhere. I'm running into trash as I'm walking. Yeah, tried the Twitch app, and it would show that I was live, and then, like, I talked about it before, but I'll talk about it again. So I was out streaming, and within the Twitch app, it was looking fine, everything was looking good, and when I stopped the stream, like, it just froze. The whole thing froze. I was like, okay, whatever. I closed out Twitch, looked back, and I wasn't even actually live, even though the app was telling me I was live, and it was operating like the video was working, but I actually wasn't live. So I tried it again, did the same thing, and again did the same thing, and I tried it another day, same thing. So I was like, okay, Twitch app, it's not working going live, at least with my setup, with an iPhone and whatnot. So after looking into it, Streamlabs has its own streaming app and everything. It's all built in. It still says things are connecting. I'm connected to chat. I think it's adding the follow jar and where your name pops up and the GIF. All that stuff should work. It says downloading on my screen right now, so it's probably not on there. But yeah, hit that follow button. If it doesn't appear now, it might in a little bit, and if it doesn't then, I'll make sure it does happen on the next stream. So this is kind of like a test stream, but things are looking pretty good in that sense. Let me just check on something too. Yeah, okay, the titles worked and category worked. Audio's in sync. I mean, it's looking great, to be honest. I mean, I'm just using the FaceTime camera. I actually have a wide lens connected on the other side, so let me test that out while we're at it. Huh. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. And then I can just kind of go back to, having the face cam and talk. And so I'm out with my Leica. This is something, there's people like fly down this random little road. This is an area I used to come skate when I was a kid, skateboard when I was a kid. It's actually a lot different now. Actually, I mean, the only thing I did was ollie down this drop. So now we're kind of just gonna cruise and check it out while we're out shooting photos. Yeah, let me switch it back over here. So there's this, basically there's like a little gap. The parking lot like used to suck real bad, but you can still see the gap up top and down the drop. I mean, it's not too huge, but I mean it's taller than me when you add the guardrail. It had a different curb on top, so it wasn't a guardrail. It might have been a parking block. So I think he went over the parking block and the drop down to here. But yeah, that was the last time I was here, which I was probably like 15, so a long time ago. But there's this grocery store up here that's probably hasn't been updated since the 80s, and I kind of see some interesting signage on the building. I figured it's a decent place to park. And this area is very interesting to me. I had a photo. It's called, well, I mean, it's not called anything. It says by the pound super big on the photo. On the building, it says by the pound, because I think they're selling something by the pound, but the way it was put on the building, you don't see what it was. It just says by the pound. It's been here for a long time, but the inside looks crazy. Looks like, it's crazy? There's this person up here doing a survey, and I really feel like, a lot of people, like out shooting in the streets, I think you just kind of, no one really, like I'm carrying this, like I have this phone and I should take a photo so I can post it on Instagram of my setup. I actually have this idea for a photo series project, but every time winter comes, I'm like, man, it really is cold and miserable, and I kind of move on from it. But this one would be inside of, some shopping areas, and this is kind of a cool little setup over here too. It's like this weird fence. So one thing I want to figure out too is like how exactly to document this process. Like, obviously, I think sometimes like I'll show like what I'm photographing. Sometimes I'll just photograph. And obviously, I'm like some weird area right now. I think it's just kind of like just going back and forth. I think it might be the trick. I think sometimes the filming would be a little off. Basically, I'm photographing with one hand, filming in the other. I think that's kind of the way to make this work, is kind of kick back and forth. I think that might be the trick. But yeah, like I've never been back in here in my life, which is kind of interesting, being a skateboarder coming through here a lot. Skating the streets and stuff like that when I was younger, never really kind of ventured over here to see if there's maybe some type of secret hidden gem of a skateboarding spot or something like that. I just never did. There's nothing though, so didn't miss out. I mean, nothing's changed here in the past. So how old am I? So that'd be 17 years ago? Jeez. What have I been doing for 17 years too? That's the question. And the last time I was really lurking around here. Oh my gosh, that's kind of cool. So much property, but we're on the other side. Let's check this. Yeah. That was good. Sketchy. No one was out there, so didn't feel like a creeper at all. If there was people swimming, I probably wouldn't have done it. But stuff like that, so I think that's what's great about just getting out, photographing. So, I photographed. I saw the big meat signs. I think I was facing it that way. There, walk that way, come back. I'm just cruising this way. It's actually just looking right over there. There they are, just chilling right in the corner. Ended up being a great photo that's like super random. That's the great thing about just getting out. And that's the tricky thing, is sometimes it's like, I think your mind plays tricks on you sometimes about like taking the time to do it. And obviously there's you got life, and like today I actually went home, had just a really lame day with this other business, dealing with phone companies that weren't working. They had to send a tech out, this whole schmaz, computer systems go down, deal with that schmaz. Just a day that was super annoying, where I actually went home, and I've been wanting to do this like photo stream, but I've actually had issues with that type of thing, which I've been streaming in the middle of the night and doing photo edits here and there. Needed to be better at that too. So like this process is something that I really want to focus on, and that comes down to like pockets of time. And if you've followed me, that's an expression I use a lot, is pockets of time. And it's really just like, so I went home, I sat down, I was like kind of chilling. I ate a little snack, had a drink, and I was just like, oh, I think I'm just gonna hang out. But then I think what this is kind of what did it too, because I was just like, I was already kind of putting the excuse because I know I won't be able to do it this weekend. But I was like, all right, next week's kind of like things kind of go back to normalish for me because the past few weeks have been kind of crazy with my son having them different days, and just excuse. But one thing is for sure is I want to go out during the day to do this. I don't want to do night photography or anything. I mean, I photograph at night. I mean, I'll always photograph, but I don't want to do this at night because I don't know. I probably will, but I mean, I kind of have like there's something about the day and kind of just like I don't know, a little bit more easier to mess around with, and there's more people out, and it's less sketchy walking around. Like I mean, I was in some weird area, and yeah. So, anyways, I was thinking about going. I was like, all right, Monday, I'm gonna get on that program of photographing out in the real world live. I sat there for a little bit. I was kind of just relaxing after a super annoying day, super annoying. And I was like, this is the day. I have some time. Let's just go do it, and let's have fun. I'm so happy I did it because actually it's like that's a prime example of like Monday those beach balls might be moved. They might go swimming, and it's a beautiful day. They might go swimming here in 20 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, let's grab those beach balls. Photo's gone. That's a prime example, like, of just kind of you have to be out. You have to be out. Actually, he's probably the slowest one, but he saw me first, so yeah, it's like kind of coming over here because I wanted to like test it. People are flying around that corner like crazy. I kind of like that area. I kind of almost want to go the other way, but I went this way, so let's just keep going this way. Let's make it happen. We'll cut through here. I'm gonna look at the stream while we're at it, since this is kind of like, well, this is my first one from my phone. So let's see how things are looking. It still says the Twitch emotes. Well, it says updated. Well, that's clips. Live. Let me restart this Twitch app. I love Twitch, but there's so many like quirky things. If you've used it, you kind of know what I'm talking about. It's like super weird, like things that like should just work. You gotta like I feel like I gotta refresh it a few times. Sometimes titles don't update. Come on, I'll just start playing. This is the life. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna continue on. But it does say downloading this as updated at the same time, so I don't know which one is which, if the jar is there or not. But if you're watching, thanks for joining in. I'm out photographing in the real world. I had my like with me who just found a couple rad photos actually, but one specifically kind of stumbled upon. Hit that follow button. I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these. It's kind of like my actual main idea with Twitch, and I've talked about it a lot. I'm glad to kind of, well, I tried it in the app, and I talked about at the beginning of the stream that I came to find out that the Twitch app isn't the app to use to do this. But now we're under control. We're using Streamlabs. It's working real great. We have guys mean mugging me, have no idea what I'm carrying, what I'm talking into. Yeah, hit that follow button. Supports the stream. It has the follow jar if it's even there. If it's not there, it'll be there. I'll make sure it's on the next stream, because I can refresh it to show on stream. An awesome gift pops up as well for new followers. Trust me, it's the best one ever. It's pretty good. So I'm actually heading back the direction I came up, because I want to head over that direction. I'll show you where I'm walking down right now. I have a wide angle lens on my iPhone right now, if you're wondering like why it looks kind of different. Got a truck flying down here. I'm gonna move over. Well, it's not really a truck, huh? Yeah, to me, what's weird about everyone coming up down that sketchy like little road is that it's like I feel like it's 10 times easier. There's a road right here that takes you to a light, that takes you like to some sketchy. Kind of interested what's over there, and then there's like this. I don't know if you can see it far away, this far away, but so across the street, right there, that building. It's an old pet store. The sign looks new on the top though. But they got some signage in the windows. Could maybe be something over there. And there's also this restaurant that's, I don't know if it's actually open. The flags are there, but I don't know if it's actually open. I think it might be out of business and the flags have just been chilling there. At least that's my assumption from how it looks. Interesting random building right there too. Oh, that person has some bright red hair up there. That would have been a good one in front of the meat photo. So that's the thing. I feel like I can stand in front of that meat sign, meat photo on the building, and kind of get some interesting stuff. Kind of might like the one that we already got though. That's the thing. I'm not going to think too much about it. That's one thing I've learned about photography. Don't overthink it. Just got to do it. See, there's a guy with a bandage on his wrist, patting his mom's shoulder. That would have been a good photo too. I mean, you can stand there all day and get different photos. All day. So there's this new bank, apparently. I didn't know this. I don't even know what's really around here. So the new bank isn't that cool looking. There's a bunch of those around here. I'm kind of hoping maybe this like directly behind this building, since it's all kind of like, when I see this building, I think of 1995. That's what I think about. So have you joined around this corner with me? Basically their shipping area. Kind of like this old Fun Pops thing up here. It smells like terrible chicken over here, like really bad. I like this red and blue crate, how it's stacked perfectly. Oh god. Would be worth. Nah. Photo. I feel like it's a lot easier to photograph with two hands. I feel like maybe I'm not that low. Let's move on. It's pretty hot out today too. I think it's like 90 degrees. Got like a trash can, or bins, dumpsters, whatever you want to call it. My phone's off here. I'll watch this shadow too. Sorry if my angles get a little funny. Just kind of holding it. It kind of basically have this rigged on a tripod. Not a grill pod though, tripod. There's these tripods that are pretty cheap. If you like vlogging or like filming yourself, doing things. There's some light in here, but I'll show you where I'm at now. An interesting little corner of crust. Little crusty corner. Might hate it, but it was worth taking it. Yeah, it's basically this cheap tripod. In most places, carry it. Like, just kind of like you're in like Target, Walmart. They have them. I feel like different brands make the same one. This is a. Let me just turn this around. It's a sun pack. And I bought like 3 of these things, and they're actually terrible, but good. They're terrible in the sense that like I have it all super glued to stay still because like the weight can like move it around, so you have to like mess with it to kind of be good. But they're like $20, and you can have it at like this high or something like that. Like grill pods, you know, they're short, so like if you put it on the ground, you're gonna have like a dog eye view. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like kind of like a bummer in that sense, where like, say if I kind of see an area that I would like to just kind of walk around and not carry this, I can just set it up like a tripod, set it there, and then you guys can watch me kind of photographing a certain area. So there's a lot more flexibility with more of like a normal tripod. It's real short and you can just extend the legs. Janky. It's janky, but better. It's not as bulky to carry, that type of thing either. Kind of walking to nowhere good, but that's kind of just coming over here to kind of just investigate the situation. Just come back up. I'll check on, see if it actually. Check the stream again, see if it's kind of. Yeah, the stream's definitely working good. I just wish the jar and stuff would show up, which is kind of surprising that it hasn't, because it's streaming from the website /app /company, whatever you want to call it, that has those, that basically promotes it as your live add-ons appear on screen. So I gotta look into that. It says downloading and then update at the same time. See if I click on something. I'll look into it. I gotta watch some videos on maybe someone else doing it. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But either way, we're live. That's all that matters. Hit that follow button. I'll get you on my next stream, having your having your follow to the follow jar and your name appearing on screen. I'll get you. Well, I know I'm getting pretty hot. You can tell. Getting hot. Been live for 25 minutes. I had to finish here on stream right away. I talked about how I had to deal with some phone stuff earlier and the computer stuff. I was ready to go live 45 minutes before I actually went live, but I had to deal with business stuff. So it's kind of a bummer. It set me back a little bit. So I was already kind of hot because I was outside. I was ready to like kind of test it, ready to get going. Not right now. I'm streaming. That's what I'm talking about. People are over here trying to hustle all the time. I don't even know what she was saying. Don't even know what she was saying. I'm like way far away from the person. The meat sign. I feel like it's the way that you won't get the sale. I don't even know what she was selling. If she was selling anything, I don't even know. It's likely to usually like surveys or something. But it's just like I'm like really far away, holding all this stuff, and you're yelling at me to come over for a thing. Nah, I'll pass. I get you're trying to snag people trying to get their bread and their milk. I get it. You're on the hustle. But I'm like not even anywhere close. I'm basically heading back up where the opposite side where I was at. I was crossing place or something. I don't think it was like a bank. Alright, I'm across the road trying not to get hit. It's alright. Ambulance joints behind me. Heat's catching up to me. Definitely some interesting. Come on, flip around. There you go. So people broke into it to probably get supplies and stuff out of here. Don't know if there's anything really for the streets. Interesting, huh? This one's still intact. Sort of. Kind of like this weird actual. Sorry, need it. So just some residential street right there. Yeah, it's just like, you know, it's kind of cool looking, I guess, but there's really, I mean, this doesn't hurt. You never know. Yeah, you never know. It's, might like it later. Might have been a good decision later. Yeah, I might actually come over here. Yeah, I like the other end better for sure. That's something, you know, that would have been something if I, you know, was shooting film and had a roll of film. I'd like, nah, save that frame type thing. If you're kind of like in that mode, like I always think about that. Like if you're like a photographer from back in the day, and you're like, okay, I can afford for the next 2 weeks, I can afford 4 rolls of film. You know, I gotta kind of go by that. You know what I mean? I have to make sure I'm not firing through too much film or whatever. Luckily, these days, for quite a while now, yeah, it didn't seem too interesting, but at the same time, yeah, it's just a couple photos that took me an extra 20 seconds to kind of reevaluate later. Might be worth it. Sometimes a photo can make a thing, spot, location, whatever, look much better than what it is actually. It's a little lesson for myself. And back up that. We'll make it up to this street eventually. We'll cut in the middle. So I'm gonna check out that restaurant, but I'm pretty much over it. That's one thing I always tend to do. If I have an idea of like go this way, I go that way. Like I feel like for whatever reason there's like things like that just happen in a way that is a reason you think it. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's getting a little windy. I'm hoping that doesn't mess with the sound too much. I like this building. honestly, the car with the building's pretty good, huh? Done. Get myself caught up with my camera strap. Typically, oh, I thought I had the face cam turned there. Typically, when I go with the photograph, which is obviously going to change with streaming, so I need to have this like strap to kind of like be able to do things still. It's usually, if I'm not carrying, my left hand is basically MIA if I'm live streaming. Let's go here. The photo with the car, I already am real into. One frame, boom, done. Done. To electronic shutter and easily get away with shooting electronic with how I'm photographing. You're not going to have rolling shutter without like having like crazy moving objects like a car or anything like that. Just gonna have a biker come through, but he went the other way. Like the sun's like bright, but the nicest thing is like shooting at basically shooting at 2002. That's the highest it goes for electronic. You can actually get away with that with pretty much like this is the white building, just getting direct hit. I just go to f4. I always shoot wide open. There's something about shooting wide open with a Leica that's just there's nothing like it. I'm getting a phone call here from a random number that I don't know, so I'm not answering. Get like safes. Well, that's one thing I know. Every sign says we sell safes. We sell safes. So get a view where I'm at. What's up, dude? Yes, yeah. Let's go this way. Kind of like to cross the street. Same time, let me try to get a photo right here. Interesting area probably over here is an old diner. This kind of and two is like I already know like my style. Like I have it like I know a photo when I see it that works for me, and I know how it helps with like when you're kind of like walking around these areas and like you don't really have to deal with people if you keep moving. Yeah, it's kind of like one thing that's kind of interesting too. I just noticed these old vans over there, but not interested. Yeah, it's one thing that I've come to kind of start doing a little bit more too is like know when not to linger and when to linger. I think like these areas you never know. You kind of have someone get pissed off, whatever, you know, just your typical 2018. Or that people worry about privacy or anything like that. Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, if you're going in, like, trying to, like, creep on someone's porch or something. I mean, like, kind of walking around the streets, like, with a camera, I feel like I feel like I should look outdated. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, you have a camera? Why don't you use your phone? Whoa. This is nice. This is nice. Look at that. Shoot one far, but I'm gonna shoot one closer too, because that's kind of how I'd rather have it. I almost like the idea of shooting. Alright, move on. So that's what I'm talking about with my strap. Just wants to fall. Every time. Again, the wandering. It's all about wandering, photographing. Like if I would have just walked straight down the sidewalk, I may have looked to the left, or may have looked to the left, not at that wall. Might not notice the stop sign the way it was. Maybe these super old trophies in the window. Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at this. Seriously, so good. I don't know if the actual follows and stuff update. Can't quite tell. The nice thing about the stream is kind of like I'm gonna kind of go back and see. Once I'm back, I'll see what worked, what I can change, what I'll do a little bit more research on it. Obviously, this one I just kind of tested it, see how it runs. Pretty much right off the bat, kind of go from there. But pretty good experience for sure. Pretty good experience. I'm just glad it's like smoothly went live. Quality is good. Audio is synced. Everything's good. So I'm pretty excited on that. I'll get all I'll show you all the added items, on-screen items figured out. Get that figured out. See if the follow thing is working. I mean, it's gonna work. If you follow the stream, hit that follow button if you haven't already. You'll obviously be following me. I just don't know if I get the alert while I'm live on my phone. So that's one thing I gotta look into. camera, I love this thing. It's amazing. Especially like just the way it handles, everything's so smooth. Like there's no like, everything just works. There's no like going into menus and like, it's all just right here. Like it's all, like I've done everything with one hand, but it's like, okay, yeah, I need to change the setting, change that, changed. Everything's so simple. It's just like, really, I've said it before, it's really a photographer's camera. Like fully a photographer's camera. I think I'm gonna work my way back to the car. Might even photograph them along the way, but I'm gonna call it for the stream. Hit that follow button. I'll probably be back on tonight's streaming. I might do another photography stream tonight as well, editing photos and whatnot. Appreciate everyone who's joined in, lurking the streets. I'm so excited to do more of this. This is such a fun time. It actually even makes it even more rewarding to be out doing this in a weird way, because it feels like it's more of a narrative for me. You know, because that's basically what it is anyways. You're doing your thing, and you're kind of making things happen. But having it this way, and having like content to put out there, and having you along with me, definitely makes it more of a narrative. Absolutely more of a narrative for me as a photographer and what I'm doing. So I definitely appreciate everyone who's joined in. You can hit that follow button. If you're on the YouTubes, check out hundreds and hundreds of videos. It's youtube.com/OGBSmitty. That's the same thing for Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. My username is OGBSmitty. I'm in that road where people are flying down. So yeah, thanks again everyone for hanging out with me. I'll be back very soon.